We are here today to discuss what our program contains, how our login form functions, and how the encryption and decryption process works. First, I will run the program. Form 1 or login form will show. The login form contains two text boxes for username and password. There are three buttons that best features to the login form, which are the Login, Create New Account, and Forgot Password button. Naturally, creating a new account comes first. To be able to create a new account, click the Create New Account button. Once clicked, a registration form will show that enables the user to input their desired username and password. Here, I will put admin as the username and password 123 as the password.
This is where the encryption process starts. The registered account will then be encrypted using AES encryption or the Advanced Encryption standard. But first, how is the AES encryption programmed here? It all starts by adding a new class in the code. The class is named AES. The class code starts by calling a public static string IV with 16 random characters to serve as IV used during encryption. Then calling another public static string key with 32 random characters to serve as the secret key. Now on to the encryption process. Block size is set to 128 bits, key size to 256 bits, padding mode is set to PKCS7, which is equal to the total number of padding bytes, and cipher mode to CBC or cipher blockchaining, which introduces more feedback. ASCII encoding is used as character encoding. AES crypto service provider to perform symmetric encryption and decryption. iCrypto transform to define the operations of cryptographic transformation and convert the array to 64 string. All of these codes adds up to encrypt the registered username and password to AES encryption. As for the decryption process, the code is similar to encryption but with a few changes to completely modify the decryption process. The difference is we start by converting the specific string, which encodes binary data as 64-digit, then returns ASCII encoding to overriden the derived class and decode all the bytes array to string. After finishing the codes in the class, it is then included to every form to access the process of decryption and encryption.
Now, back to the registration form, I will now click the register button to create the account. After the successful registration, the data will then be copied to the data folder. The data folder is located at the project folders bin debug, then data folder. In the data folder, the account created were saved as data which can be opened through Notepad. When open the data file, will show the encrypted username and password. Here is account that we recently created. Back to the login form. If you forgot your password, clicking the forgot password button comes in handy. This is where the decryption process starts. It shows a different form to input username to search for your account. Here I will input admin, the one that we recently created. After the program verifies your account, it will then show the decrypted password. Finally, login is done by inputting the correct match of username and password, then clicking the login button. If successfully logged in, the main form with the author's information will show. With this video, documentation ends. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Keep safe and God bless.